Hello everyone, welcome to the Aqua Shop Wasabi Aquarium channel. In this video, I will be introducing the causes and solutions when shrimps in the aquarium do not move. In order to remove the moss and maintain a beautiful waterscape in your planted aquarium, the best solution is to add Amano shrimp, which I have talked about in a previous video. This video will be useful for when the following situations occur. Even though you added Amano shrimp to your aquarium for them to eat the moss, they hide behind the driftwood and don't seem to move. Or they huddle up near the external filter and don't seem to move. Or even, at first the Amano shrimps were actively cleaning the aquarium, but all of a sudden they stopped eating the moss. In this video, I will be giving a detailed explanation of what to do in these kinds of situations. Although I just brought up Amano shrimp as an example, what will be introduced today can be applied to all kinds of shrimps, including Amano shrimp, freshwater shrimp, and red bee shrimp. So I hope that you can watch until the end of the video. Now, I would like to introduce the 5 main reasons that cause shrimp to stop moving while inside your aquarium. 1. There is an excessive amount of CO2. 2. The temperature of the water is not suitable. 3. The side effects of pesticides. 4. The fluctuation of pH. And 5. The deterioration of water quality. So basically, these are the 5 prominent causes. And through these 1 to 5 reasons, I will now explain the solutions and prevention techniques to go along. First, let's talk about CO2. For those who have a planted aquarium, this is a common problem. In order to increase the growth speed of the water plants while maintaining the cleanliness of the aquarium, it will require a certain amount of CO2. With that being said, if this rises above the limit, the CO2 will put the shrimps in a state of oxygen deficiency and can possibly lead to death. For this reason, the adjustment of the appropriate amount of CO2 is very crucial. So, what do you do if this occurs? You have to change the water. Ultimately, in a state of emergency, replace 50% of the water. Although this may cause some problems with the level of pH, which we will discuss later on, replacing half of the water is the most effective method. Of course, while you change out your water, you will need to stop the CO2 from running. After changing out the water, release the CO2 using high-pressure aeration. In most cases, if this problem is detected and taken care of at an early stage, the shrimp will likely be saved. So what is the appropriate dosage of CO2, you may ask? For those who are curious and would like to know more, please check out my previous video where I talk about the appropriate amount of CO2 in your aquarium, which I have linked in the description box below. My second point is the temperature. This concerns all aquariums, whether it be shrimp, tropical fish, or plants. Shrimp especially are vulnerable to high water temperature. The water temperature can be checked by looking at the thermometer, so this problem can be detected very easily. I have also made a video on appropriate water temperature as well, so please see below if you are interested. If the shrimp are not moving due to the high water temperature, the best solution again is replacement of water. During summer, however, the water temperature may rise from changing out the water. If the temperature of the tap water is low, the fastest method is to change out around 50% of the water, which will bring down the overall water temperature. Alternatively, use an aquarium cooler or cooling fan to bring down the temperature. Once again, I have just uploaded a video on measures against water temperature during summer, which you can find in my description box below. Thirdly, the side effects of pesticide chemicals. This only applies to cases where the shrimp stop moving right after you brought in new plants to your aquarium. In many cases, imported water plants are coated in pesticide. If in case pesticide is placed into your aquarium, the shrimp will completely stop moving. This reaction will show very quickly. Therefore, if the shrimp stop moving right after you place your new plant in your water, it is safe to suspect pesticide residue is the cause. It is a state of emergency for your shrimp if this is due to pesticide residue, so it is necessary to change out around 70 to 80% of the water. The major downside to this is that it may cause fluctuation of pH, or may even result in throwing out bacteria. But if you don't take this action, there is a high possibility that the shrimp will die. So please change out the water as quickly as possible. Gradually lessen the amount of water you replace daily to definitely clear out the remaining pesticide in the water. Furthermore, any new plants and the plant that you suspect of having pesticide residue needs to be taken out immediately. With that being said, rather than finding ways to resolve any troubles, the utmost importance is to not bring in any pesticides at all. To prevent this from happening, some example measures can be taken, like using tissue culture plants or using specific products like Mizukusa Sono Maeni, seen in the picture, that help remove pesticide residue from your plants before placing them into your aquarium. My fourth point is fluctuation of pH. I would assume this would apply to many people. Often, when people see moss growing rapidly, they add some shrimp into their aquarium straight away. But they don't realize that not only is the quality of the water different, the water pH of the store you bought your shrimp is completely different to your home aquarium. When you add your shrimp to your aquarium under this condition, the shrimp will most likely suffer from shock. For this reason, they may stop moving, or in worst case scenarios, the drastic change in pH level may lead the shrimps to death in a matter of few hours. So water change will be required whenever you are placing in new shrimp. Start by measuring out the temperature and gradually mixing in the water. And by completely mixing in the water before you place in your shrimp, this will prevent the drastic fluctuation of pH. The pH change may affect the shrimp that were already in your aquarium as well. For example, if you suddenly change more than 50 to 60% of the water, the shrimp may stop moving due to the shock from drastic pH change. Basically, the pH in the aquarium will gradually decline when the water is not replaced or cleaned. The so-called dirt component is an acid, which causes the pH level to decline. While tap water is between neutral and alkaline, when you change out the water completely, the alkaline will increase, making pH level rise all at once, causing the shrimp to suffer from shock. Due to this, it is very important to reduce the amount of water you will replace to about 1/4 or 1/3. Water change should be done in small amounts rather than all at once to ensure the best way possible for all the living creatures in your aquarium. I have also talked about water change in a previous video, so please see the link in the description for more details. Lastly, my fifth point, the deterioration of water quality. Similar to the fluctuation of pH, this may apply to many people, but quite difficult to detect. If points 1, 2, 3, or 4 did not apply to your current situation, this would most likely be the main cause. The deterioration of water is basically that the water is dirty. Of course, your fish will feel ill from dirty water, right? Likewise, When the water is deteriorated, your shrimp will feel the same. If this is the case, rather than replacing 50% of the water at once, change 1/3 of the water every other day until your water is completely clean. The longer you leave your shrimp in deteriorated water, the more severe the damage is. So water change is a crucial solution. Also, if biofiltration does not function and the bacteria do not bite after setup, in worst cases, extremely harmful substances such as ammonia and nitrous acids will emerge, causing the shrimp to instantly stop moving. If you buy a new shrimp and accidentally place them in your aquarium before your biofiltration is set up, until it is, change around 1/3 or half, or maybe even just 40% of your water daily, just to limit and maintain an unharmful level of nitrous acid and ammonia. If you think the biofiltration is ready, utilize a reagent, as shown in the picture, to check the level of nitrous acid and ammonia before placing your shrimp inside the water. This is a much safer and recommended process to welcome new shrimp to your aquarium. So these 5 points are the recommended solutions when your shrimp do not move. By going through an elimination process of these 5 solutions, you will definitely be able to find the cause, so please try out these methods. It really is troublesome and disappointing if your shrimp don't actively move, so I hope you can refer to this video. As mentioned earlier, for further information regarding each topic, please see the description box below for the links. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Although I may not be able to answer all of your questions, if there are many similar ones, I will be sure to answer them in my upcoming Q&A video. If you found this video useful at all, please subscribe to Aqua Shop Wasabi Aquarium channel. I'd like to end this video here today. Thank you for watching.